Let's get started. This is Sai Fanindra from SQL School, assuring you complete 100% job-oriented practical classes. No doubt about it. But one thing, make sure we are practicing on time and submit assignments either on time every day or by weekends. Every day we have good amount of examples paired with task items. Need your support. Let's get started. Let's understand what is data engineering and how to proceed with it. Let's get started. And here we go. As a data engineer, we are into number one, few important dishes we need to cook here in data engineering kitchen. Data factory, we have something called pipelines. Data lake, we have something called file store, big data store. Something called Databricks, notebooks. And we have Python for the activities pertaining to customizations, ETL, incremental loads, etc. Yes, Python ETL part of our course. I assume we are very new to the subject. We'll start from the very basics. We are not into a detailed Python programming. There is a different separate 1 month, 2 month courses for us separately. Whatever is needed for data engineering will be taking here in our classes. From scratch, slowly, step by step, we'll do. And we have something called Synapse, big data storage, data warehouse, something called security, role-based access control, key vaults, and big data management, monitoring activities. In one sense, first line is all about development, BI, business intelligence, BI developer. And second line is all about management, big data management, security, monitoring, warehousing, administration. Our full length 7 weeks course will be very much in detail, starting from the fundamentals of Azure to big data analytics. Prerequisite: Python, PySpark will be taking from scratch in our classes, no problem. Make sure you are aware of SQL's or T-SQL basics queries. Enough. Rest of the things I'll take care. And before we step into understanding what is engineering, just on my screen, to make it clear, we are into this core cool cake, data engineer backend. I said cool cake. The cream is Power BI front end. Data engineer has its own certification DP203. Power BI has its own certification PL300. And together we have DP500 from Microsoft. We are into the 7 weeks Azure engineering, this one. The 7 weeks journey, Monday to Friday. Our detailed course content is apt, applicable, nicely put, carefully planned for day-to-day course, Monday to Friday with weekend assignments. If someone looking for weekend course, we have it separately, but the type of examples, the type of task items would be in a bit different way, because Monday to Friday learning will be a bit different from only Saturday, Sunday weekend learning with 5 days gap in between. Let's think practically. Content is same, but the type of examples, type of task items would surely vary. For best results, regular Monday to Friday classes are the best. For consistent, careful, slow play, step-by-step learning. If someone is looking for Power BI, 4 weeks course separately, head to foot with respect to report design activities, complete Power BI ecosystem. We are into 7 weeks engineering now. Let's understand slowly what is data engineer. Let's get into the details slowly, step by step. Give me about 5 minutes time to get the things on the screen. What is data engineer? What we do as a data engineer? It will take 5 minutes from now. Let's get started slowly. What is database to start with? A platform to store any type of data, any amount of data, faster, easier, secured, well organized. But why we are learning this today? That is our course. We are into one type of database called data warehouse. This one. To store old historical data, inactive data, past temperature data. Regular databases, we have OLTP. What is this? The yellow color box. I repeat, regular databases, we have OLTP. The yellow color box. I mean, our course content, course curriculum, this one. OLTP. We are into the black box data engineer. If someone is into complete Azure BI, that is the actual red box. I repeat, back to our notes. OLAP, HTAP are into fabrics and other things. Complete Azure BI. We are into data warehouse. What? It is for to store old historical data, inactive data. Then what about cloud? A remote storage platform. You'll be able to download all these notes anyway. Let's be clear in what we are learning from scratch, step by step. A remote storage platform to ensure 24/7 access to your data. I upload my resume to LinkedIn. I update my profile. I can access 24/7 across multiple browsers, multiple tools. My recruiters would be accessing the LinkedIn profile through different tools. Nowadays, we got even AI tools as well. Next, we call them as the resume scrutiny tools, RSTs. Purpose of cloud for secure data storage, easier, faster ETL, extract, transform, load. What is this ETL? Yes, let's make it simple and slight. Extract, transform, load, ETL concepts are into a mechanism to drive the data from unstructured data to various stages to make it more meaningful and perform end user analysis. Example. For example, in one of our classes, we'll be learning something called stream analytics, live temperature content. We are understanding the definition of ETL. In one of our classes, we'll be learning something called ETL. Of course, not one. 99% of our class are into ETL. I am taking one particular example. Let me just open the notes and show you here on the screen, just to make it clear for our understanding purpose. We extract data from a live temperature using something called IoT, Internet of Things, and supply it to a web application. and then temperature to web app to IoT to stream analytics to data lake. From there we have Power BI. Our class examples would be like this, step by step. User interface. Here and there we have queries to write. Small queries we need to write. Once you enjoy the example carefully, practically, then synopsis and task items. As mentioned starting of the class today, every example is paired with relevant tasks, and I request you make sure you do it carefully. Next, with this information, let's go back to our notes, the actual introduction notes from our class today. Okay, so here we go. Just to make it clear, I just took an example. One more such example, something called phone call events. How to extract phone call events, how to perform migrations, security management, optimizations, replication, etc. And we have something called incremental loads, something called pipelines, SCD, slowly changing dimensions, data flow, transformations, upsets, and so on. Another ETL example. What we are doing here, we extract data, classify, clean the data, and give it to required destinations. Or sometimes you may need to extract the data. ETL we are learning, extract data, perform additional mathematics like joins, aggregation, surrogate keys, etc., and load it. Usually, we extract data from unstructured sources and databases. Then we are going to learn how to perform some SQL activities like joins, selects, aggregates, so and so. Finally, load it to warehouse. Warehouse is like our storeroom. Warehouse is like our storeroom. We bring multiple items from the data marts, shape them carefully, clean them correctly, and then store them in a warehouse so that it is easy for showcasing the content to the end users. Easy, faster analytics we need to work with. Throughout our course, yes, we need to think an extra mile. Very practically we need to think, nothing to imagine, everything practical. We need to do it carefully. We are into ETL throughout the course. For what? Yes, we perform ETL for easy big data analytics, Power BI, Tableau, etc. Those would be the front end environments. So what is Azure now? So far we are learning what is ETL. Now what is Azure? A cloud platform. A cloud platform for cheaper, easy, user-friendly ETL, faster big data analytics. Next, complex security components we need to implement in our course. Perform storage, ETL, analytics, free tools as well. We have certain tools that we have to install in our computers. There are 5 tools we need to install in our computers in our entire course. 5 tools. All tools are free. We need them to work with Azure. What are those 5? We'll see a few of them in another 2 to 3 or max 5 minutes from now. Let's stay tuned. Benefits of Azure Cloud. We got what is cloud, purpose of cloud, Azure, an example cloud platform. But so what? What's the benefit of Azure Cloud? Yes, you take Azure, it's like really Azure is just like a feel home kind of cloud, really. You travel across multiple places. You go office, you come back, just like a feel home, really. Very, very smooth, friendly environment, Azure. A cool feel home. I mean to say, nice user interface. Straightforward concepts, no chemistry. Things are so super straightforward, easier to implement, easier to understand the complete workflow dependencies. In our classes, we'll be learning something like servers, databases, something called SQL pools, so on in our classes. So, what we do, back to our screen again, we need to get the cloud account, easier and straightforward activities. I'll be guiding you how to get a free account, full scale free account without any limitations. Free account should be fine for our classes. We are going to perform big data storage, data lake, Synapse SQL pool, also called data warehouse, and so on. There are more big data storage products we need to learn. I'm just listing few. Please by heart them if possible. Data lake and Synapse SQL pool or Synapse pool. Faster ETL, extract transform load, data factory, Spark SQL, stream analytics, PySpark, so on. There are few ETL components we need to learn. There are big data analytic components like Databricks, Synapse Analytics, etc. Nice reporting interfaces and easy security. We have something called Microsoft Entra. Olden days we used to call it as Active Directory. Now it is taken as Microsoft Entra. This one. Olden days we used to call it as Active Directory. Let's go back to our notes slowly. Easy migrations, real-time monitoring, management, key vaults, so on. And these are the items we need to practically experience step by step in our data engineering course. As a data engineer, we need to play developer role as well as admin role, both. Yes, we are the admins for data scientists. Please understand and mark my words. We are going to practice those examples. And we are the admins for data science teams. And we are the developers for BI teams. BI, ETL, data warehouse. It's our duty. A data engineer is a mix of BI development and not complete but few aspects of data science administration. We are going to practically experience the things in our examples throughout our course. We are going to start with Azure Fundamentals first. This is called Microsoft Entra. Let me update my notes. A recent update from Microsoft. And next, we have few storage components we need to learn. Few ETL components we need to learn. Finally, something called data streaming components. Each category has multiple ingredients. Then the question starts, when to use which ingredient for a proper meaningful recipe or project work. Yes, our course is never complete without project and without that project mentioned in the resume. We need it. So what we are going to learn in our project? Let me change my screen now to our notes, our entire 7 weeks journey is divided into 3 modules. We are going to have data factory module from scratch, right from the basics, understanding the Azure vocabulary. We'll slowly step on with step-by-step activities on something called Azure Fundamentals, Azure SQL Database, Pool, etc. Understanding data factory pipelines. For ETL concepts, we'll be doing it carefully. On-premise activities to cloud, and as and when required, we have task items, concepts till date, like what kind of examples we are doing, step by steps. We should be clear in what we learn and what we are going to learn next. In a step by step process, we'll be understanding about various incremental loads, staging, polybase, and other tuning activities, something called SCD and CDC concepts, monitoring, management, optimizations, notebooks, etc. With example and important cheat sheets for experienced professionals. Then comes storage module, second module, that talks about storage, data lake, security, migration, so on. Then comes third module, completely into Spark, PySpark, data lake, and delta lake, etc. one by one. In third module, we'll be touching base with Python and PySpark. First module for about 3 weeks, then 2 weeks for data lake and storage, and then another 2 to 2.5 weeks for PySpark, Spark, and Databricks. Then, after entire 7 weeks journey, you'll start working on the project. Option 1, you have time and you would like to try the project, you will do. Complete requirement to be sent phase by phase. You will do it and get the end-to-end implementation complete solution with explanations, reference videos for explanation, along with project FAQs. If our interviewer asks us what we did in the project, what are the challenges we are facing in the project, what is our current job role, what is our previous job role, which ETL to use, when, why, how, etc. So it's all about playing with the ETL and big data components step by step. For that, we have the project work. So our course is not complete without project solution into your hands. Need your support, on-time practice required. Task submissions, you may do it every day or by weekend, you'll be submitting all your task items. I understand we're all awkward with our job work as well. So everything is important. To whom this course is helpful? A common question. Our complete data engineering course is helpful for engineers, developers, data scientists, and database architects. Right from fresher to experienced professional, anyone, everyone need data engineering skills sometime or the other, pretty sure. It's all about big data, cloud computing. One certification DP203. If in case you're pairing your data engineering course with Power BI, then 2 more certifications come into picture. PL300, DP500. PL300, DP500. Those 2 are the other certifications. If in case, if you pair with Power BI, these are the numbers for reference purpose once again. And I said, we need to install 5 tools, right? So we need Windows 8 or higher operating system, 8 gig RAM minimum, 10 gig disk space. Unfortunately, Mac won't work straight. So you need to enable Windows inside your Mac if you are using MacBook. Prior knowledge of SQL or T-SQL required. And apart from this, you would be having your own card, either debit card or credit card to activate your free trial. I'll be guiding you step by step from scratch, and you would be having your own free trial account with few important cautions to ensure correct usage of our account. I'll be taking care of it. I said 5 tools, right? Yes, here it is on my screen. In addition to SQL Server and SSMS, 5 more items we need to install in our classes for storage ETL. 2 important items. You may extend your course to Power BI for experience. Just in case you would like to show some kind of experience in your resume, or you would like to get more, then yes, you can do it as well. Extend to Power BI for big data analytics. Notes, material, practice information, I will take care. Next, any questions, clarifications, I would be available on my WhatsApp, or you can even contact me through email or through our website, anything as you wish. One thing for sure, things will be completely practice oriented and more into scenario based learning from scratch, right from the basics. You have complete detailed curriculum on the website. On request, we can send it again, sqlschool.com, and do let me know for doubts, clarifications, if any. We'll start from the very basics carefully. And today's agenda, just to wrap up the things, just to make it clear once again, we learnt number one, what is database? Just to make it clear in a quick way. Number two, we learnt number one, what is database? Number two, what are the types of database? There we have something called data warehouse. Number three, what is cloud? We learned. Number four, what is Azure, Microsoft Cloud? Number five, we learned what is data engineer job role. What we do as a data engineer. Yes, here we are into big data storage, files and data warehouse databases. And we are into ETL, extract, transform, load and analytics. So in our classes, we are going to understand from scratch slowly step by step Azure Fundamentals. And we have something called Azure Storage Components we need to learn. Something called Azure ETL Components we need to learn, like Data Factory, Databricks, etc. And Azure Monitoring Components we need to learn. And storage components are into Azure Data Lake Storage, Synapse, SQL Pool, so on. ETL, ADF and ADB, Azure Databricks, Stream Analytics, so on. Monitoring, we have something called metrics, alerts, so on. Just to make it clear. And our entire course is into 7 weeks. It will be Monday to Friday, and then you invest about 1 or 2 weeks for the project. Lack of time, I'll provide you the solutions straight with concept wise FAQs and project FAQs. two types of FAQs. One is concept wise, one is for the project, and my complete guidance for your resume and DP203 certification samples to be provided. With this information, any further questions, clarifications, you'll be having my number with you as well on the screen, or you may even contact me on my LinkedIn profile. Anything is fine. Do let me know. Glad to assist you.